Welcome to Trouble Call Thursday. You may not think this is a trouble call, but it is. You know the biggest trouble that salespeople get into with farmers? They don't have a story. They haven't developed a storybook, so they have a story. So they get into trouble because in their story, they didn't talk about portfolios, making sure the farmer plants a portfolio instead of one variety. Didn't talk about, put them on specific fields, look at the field first. None of that was in their story. Most trouble calls have an origin. And they started because the salesperson did not deliver a good enough, thorough enough story about how he's going to work with that grower when they start working together. Talking about the field visit before they talk about varieties, talking about a cropping plan versus an order, talking about how important it is to match the right variety to the right field, talking about putting portfolios in instead of one variety or even two varieties. It all comes back to the story. So if you want to solve a lot of problems down the road, make sure your story is good, because that will help the farmer position himself to do a better job of raising your crop. If you're not at the planter, it's part of your story to tell him how to put that crop in the ground properly, those kind of things. All those are part of your story. Remember, everything that happens after the contact is made is the story. So don't let trouble sneak up on you because your story was bad. And don't blame it on the product because your story was bad. It's never the product's fault. It's your story. Happy selling. I'm Rod Ostis. Sponsored by the Seed Seller Blueprint Live, #1 program on how to sell to farmers. We teach salespeople how to make selling easier than ever before. We show them how to take price, the need for programs, and the need for proof of performance out of the conversation, and get the producers to not just buy, but follow their lead. As smart as today's farmers are, things are changing so fast. They don't know what they don't know. So not only do we make selling easier, we show sellers how to help farmers raise higher yields than they ever thought possible or could do on their own. This episode is also brought to you by the Sales Handling Objection Playbook. How do you respond when a farmer says you got beat by 20 bushels this year? Do you have any test plot data? It's too early to order. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Or my personal favorite, I can save $40,000 in seed costs by buying your competitor's seed cheaper. The Handling Sales Objection Playbook gives salespeople a step-by-step process, including word-for-word scripts on how to handle the most common comments and objections farmers give salespeople who call on them. Just go to the rcthomas.com/playbook to purchase this exclusive training tool today. We don't teach the old way of doing things. We teach the 21st century way farmers buy. We're the only source for that kind of information.